Hello everyone, welcome back to the Hey Mentor YouTube channel. My name is Abby and I just completed my first year at Biola University a couple weeks ago, and it was an incredible year and I learned so much. So for today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 5 things that I learned during my freshman year of college. Okay, so the first thing I learned is that professors genuinely want to see you succeed. Sometimes you just might need to put a little extra effort to see that. And that building relationships with your professors is extremely important. It not only made my classes more engaging, but it also gave me an incentive to work harder on my assignment when I knew the person grading it. So something I definitely regret not doing was going to office hours more. I have a lot of friends who went to them regularly and they said it was a great way to connect with a professor and to clarify any questions you have with the course. So I would definitely recommend going to office hours and building relationships with your professors. The second thing I learned during my freshman year is that it's very important to have a balance between your academic and your social life. I kind of learned this the hard way, that you can't always go out and do fun things just whenever you want. Sometimes you need to be able to say no to those things in order to stay back and do homework and do classes. And although this kind of sucks sometimes, it's just what you need to do in college. However, you can use this as incentive to improve your time management. So if I knew I had plans like the night an assignment was due, I was pretty good at completing that assignment early in order to ensure that I was able to go. The third thing I learned is that it's very beneficial to build relationships with your classmates. I learned that studying with classmates was an easy way not only to study for a class, but also a way to build friendships. I found that doing study sessions with friends, even if you're working on like different assignments for different classes, also helps with productivity. For example, I moved into a house with a lot of other people and I learned that when we all studied together, I was able to get a lot more work done because I was surrounded by people who were also focused in their work. And so becoming friends with your classmates is also nice because you can ask them questions. One of the big differences between high school and college is that a lot of professors in college sometimes teach classes with hundreds of students, and so it can take longer for them to answer your emails and your questions and everything. So it helped me a lot knowing that I could text or call a classmate if I had a question and needed it answered urgently. It's also important to become friends with other people in the same major as you. I love becoming friends with other film majors, especially because it's a very collaborative major and you're going to be spending the next couple years with them, and knowing that you're going to be creating projects with those people means it's very important to become friends with them. The fourth thing I learned is the importance of taking time to yourself. This is something I definitely struggled with this year, especially after I moved out and into a house with a bunch of my friends. Because for me, at least, it was hard to find alone time in college, especially living with a roommate and also not having a car. And so some of my favorite ways to get alone time was to go on walks. I would walk to campus a lot, and I loved being able to enjoy that alone time before seeing more people. Also, going to parks or going somewhere outside and reading or listening to music can also be a relaxing time just for myself. This is really important in terms of taking care of like your mental health. Although it is important that you find a community and you find good people to surround yourself with, it's also very important that you take time to yourself just to reflect and to process everything that's going on in your life, because college can get very busy and very stressful, and taking time to yourself is extremely important. And lastly, the fifth thing I learned is that newfound independence comes alongside new responsibilities. There's a lot of new responsibilities you have, especially when you move into a house without your family. I learned the importance of cooking good food for myself, cleaning, budgeting, and so much more when I moved out. And it can get very overwhelming at times, but overall it's super helpful in learning how to mature and take care of yourself more. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope this video was helpful in giving some insight into what my experience was like as a freshman in college. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!